Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nelly bringing you a very cherry, dewy, evil stepmother glowy look today. Today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing a list of products that I hate. I don't necessarily hate all these products. They're products that just does not work for me, and some products that I just cannot master using. So I don't really necessarily hate any of these. Some of these things, they might have improved on the quality from the time that I bought them until now. So let me know if you see anything with that. Let me know if you have any experiences with these products. If you like them, if you love them, if you hate them, let me know down below. I definitely want to credit, I first saw this type of video from Jackie Anna, my mother, Jackie Anna. She's the first person I saw do this type of thing. Loved it. Jeffree Star recently bought it, really bought it back a little bit. Like, he went ham. He spilled tea and ooh, so juicy. And then also Thomas, I forgot his last name. I watch him too. He's known for that. But I think this is a really great concept. But for me, I don't have any tea to spill. I don't really have anything bad to say. It's just constructive criticism and stuff that doesn't work for me. So let me stop talking and get into the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm judging you. I'm watching you. Went ahead and I did my brows off camera because there's not really a brow product that I dislike or that I hate. I'm using ABH on my brows, so I'm just gonna head right into primer. Now, the primer I have is the Fenty Beauty primer, and for me, this primer just doesn't work. Like, I have really oily combination skin, and this consistency doesn't work for my skin. It's more for me a moisturizer than anything. It really doesn't do anything to really help to prolong my my makeup. But if you do have like Rihanna skin type skin, then I'm pretty sure this primer is your holy grail. But for me, my skin type, this primer just is not where it's at for me. Just doesn't help. It's not like sticky at all. Like, it literally just has the consistency of a moisturizer, so that doesn't work for my skin type. Next, after I apply my primer, I like to go in with a translucent powder, and today I'm going to be using the Bye Bye Pores by IT Cosmetics. I used to swear by this powder until I discovered what Flashback was. I mainly use it to touch up my makeup throughout the day, but whenever I used it to like whenever I took photos with Flash, oh boy, like the Flashback though, and sometimes I used to put it on just like this, and like even now, like, it's super white. I believe if you're a lighter skin tone that this might work for you as far as like blending in, but like even now it gives me like a completely white cast. I don't know if you guys could see from this, but it's like I have a white layer over my face. So this for me is a no. So for color correcting, I am going in with the LA Girls concealer. I don't have anything bad to say about this concealer. It's the only color corrector that I've ever tried. So I really don't have anything bad to say about it. But today I'm using the Real Techniques blending sponge, and I don't care what anybody says, nothing compares to a beauty blender. I feel like with the Real Techniques sponge, I have to go way harder than needed, and sometimes I see that it just takes the product away almost completely. But like, I don't have to blend this hard with the beauty blender. I really don't. So yes, the beauty blender is $20, but for me, I just feel like the beauty blender works a lot better for me, and I don't have to like pound my skin in order for it to like blend out or really like get it in there.
6.5 hours later.
Like, shit. So yeah, it literally just took me forever to blend that out, so this doesn't work for me. Now it's time for foundation, and I have two because one is slightly darker. So the first one, it's going to be the Huda Beauty foundation. Now this is in everybody's video. Either it's because of Huda Beauty's controversial past, there's stuff with Beauty Bakery, you know, all that stuff. But for me, at first I really love this foundation. The smell, I didn't really mind it that much, but then after using it for a while, I saw that I started to break out. Like I used it for about 2 months and I just started like getting breakouts. Sometimes my skin gets super itchy underneath, like, and you can feel this foundation on your face. It's not lightweight, like you feel it, okay? It does stay in place all day, the coverage is bomb, but for me it just didn't work, and then I never got around to getting another color. So I just lost the hype around this. It just okay, and the next one is the L'Oreal True Match. Now I've had this foundation for about 2 years. I don't even know what the expiration on this is, so this might be a little bit expired. So let's hope that works out. But yeah, just like this foundation, oily skin, and I look like a grease ball. It just doesn't work for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix both of these foundation. Like it was just way too tan, and like I went off of the Huda Beauty's her color chart online, and this like seemed like it would be the perfect product for me, but it ended up being the complete opposite. So it just didn't work out for me. So we're mixing some oily and some matte. Also, I don't really want to get too much into Huda Beauty's controversial shit. Like y'all know, y'all have seen the blogs. Sis is in some mess. If one thing that I will say, I really don't like how Huda doesn't address it. Like if somebody's coming for your brand, they're saying that you're plagiarizing, you're stealing campaigns. Like address it, sis. Like let them know. Like say something. And I know sometimes people probably like, you know, silence is golden. It's better just to be quiet. You gotta look at that. You gotta address the masses, sis. Like I have my brush. We all are out here hearing all this stuff. Like just address it, sis. And then another issue, it was just, you see how orange this is? Oh my god. Oh, I look like an Oompa Loompa. No. I guess from afar it doesn't look that bad, but I feel like, I don't know, it just makes me look very tan. Coverage is bomb. Since I mixed it with the L'Oreal, it's not going to be like as matte as it usually is. These are the foundations blended together. As I said, Huda Beauty, this is a bomb foundation. There's just like a lot of controversy going on with her company, and it's just the only product that I've ever owned from her. I've always wanted to buy her lipstick and stuff, but I've kind of just strayed away from it, just because, I don't know, like I just strayed away from it. I just wish that she would actually address the stuff that's out there about her. Like just be upfront about it. Say you were inspired, give credit where it's due. Just be upfront, girl. It's okay. We still go buy your products anyway. And L'Oreal True Match, this is just a no for me. My skin type just does not go with that foundation. Okay. So next we're gonna go in with the highlight and contouring. I'm gonna be using that's right, the ABH Cream Contour Kit. Now I have 2 things to say about this. One, I really hate contour kits because let's be real, we're only going to use like probably 1 or 2 colors out of it. So like kits for me in general just doesn't make sense for me personally. Unless you're like a makeup artist or something, I feel like buying contour kits are a waste of money because you're realistically only going to use 2 products. Another thing, I know they came out with like remastered versions of this product, but mine is the old one, and so it's very dry. It's just like not the creamiest thing on the market. It's just dry. But I do know that people, they buy the little drops to drop in it, but like I don't want to buy another product to use a product that I barely use because I only use 2 colors. Like that doesn't make sense to me. And then I'm gonna add another one. I'm more gaining towards powder contour now. Cream, for me, I've never been able to master it. I'm kind of like Nikki Tutorials in a sense. I've been trying to master it for the past couple of years, but it doesn't work for me. But without further ado, we're gonna go in with this baby. And for me, this is the medium contour kit, and I always have to mix. So I have to mix these two colors up here and then these two here to get a sort of normal looking highlight and contour shade. Oh, Jesus, God bless me. Oh, this is a mess. Like, it's so white. So we're gonna go in with my beauty blender and use it to blend it out, because, or should I just keep the Real Techniques sponge? I don't know. If I keep the Real Techniques, I'm gonna look crazy. No. Should I? Whatever, let's try it out.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
So after blending my whole life away, I'm going to go ahead with the same palette and mix these two colors in order to get my contour snatched. I'm also going to go in with the same Bye Bye Pores powder and use to bake underneath my eyes. This is just so sad, y'all. This powder just does not work for me, and I just ran out, so I can't even like attempt to snatch my face properly.
Tomorrow for sure. Eventually.
Alright, I'm back. It's not looking that bad. Because I blended my life away. But now for powder, we're going to be using the Fit Me powder. Now, back in the day, this was my holy grail. But it just doesn't work for me now. As I said, my skin I used to use some acne products that caused my skin to get like just super oily. Cleared my acne, but my skin was just super oily. It just doesn't work for me anymore. It's just not something that I reach for on a daily basis. I'm gonna use that to dust off everything else that I have. Okay. So maybe it's not as, like, when I come closer, it's not as bad. Maybe it's not as bad as I'm making it seem. But, like, I guess, y'all. I guess. So, just needs to get thrown out anyways. So, next we're going to move into bronzer. And for bronzers, we're going to be using, what is this? What is this? It's the Milani Baked Bronzer in Glow 4. This isn't even a bronzer. It might as well be like a blush highlighter. It's like, hold on, let me even try to open it and swatch it for you guys. This is a swatch. Yeah, it might as well like just be a highlighter or like a blush. Like, it doesn't really make sense for me for it to be a bronzer, and I hate bronzers with glitter in it. Maybe this will be good for somebody with like fair, lighter skin tone, but it just does not work for me, so we're moving on. So next is going to be blush. I'm using the e.l.f. 4-piece dark blush palette. Don't really hate it. It's just not something that like I reach for. I haven't reached for this in years, and it's so hard to open. But it's just this one. I used it for a while, but as I said, I hate palettes because you only have that one color that you really gravitate towards, and mine was obviously this one. The others were too dark for me, but I think I might go in with this darkest shade today. Let's try something new. I really hate dark blushes, but let's try something new. Let me just swatch them really quick. They're really pigmented. e.l.f. is like a staple brand, we all know that, but they're also just very grainy and almost dry. Like, on camera they almost look identical, but I promise you they're not. But yeah, the consistency is just very dry, and we all know that blush can go wrong really quick, so let's see. Okay. Blush is on, and it looks a little crazy, but this is like literally the same amount that I always dip into my blush when I use it, so so next we're gonna go in with some glow. Okay, let me spray my spray on first. After I use a lot of powders, I like to go in and make sure that I really get it set in some type of spray. This blush just makes me laugh. For highlight, we're going with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. When this first came out, I'm like, bomb, I needed it. But as I've been saying throughout the whole video, what happens with palettes, you literally you have your one favorite color that you just love to use. And I really thought this was good on my skin tone, but literally only the bronze color was the cutest color that actually like looked good. So these are the swatches of the palette. Just simple swatch. These are the creamiest highlights you'll find. So that was also an issue for me, and the colors just don't work for me, as I said, and I literally hit pan on bronze. So if I could just get like bronze like just shipped to me alone and year supply, you know, what's good. Today I'm gonna use Moonstone, this kind of purple pink iridescent color. Maybe, I don't know, I feel like this video, some of these products aren't as bad as I thought they were, but they're coming off as like really like, okay girl, you thought it was bad, I'm gonna show you. Lips, I kind of have a couple of lips that I want to use today, but I think let me go with one that's more known. So this one is, what is this? I don't even know. Oh, it's Maybelline Deepest Cherry 420. It's the ones that look like this. Now don't get me wrong, I love drugstores, but some drugstore lipstick just does not, it gotta go. So this is what the color looks like. It's a nice little berry color, but if I were this, that was me like doing plenty of swatches, like I'm running out of space. If I just did one, it's very like almost sheer, kind of like a lip gloss. It's not like matte. I think this was their matte series. I have no idea, but it just doesn't work for me. I just have it for the sake of having it. And let's be real, by the time I was supposed to take a sip of something or drink something, it's gone. All right, so now we're just gonna set this face. I look like a glowy, sweaty, I kind of went crazy with the highlight. You will never catch me to look like this ever again. Time for eyes, and that's it. It's the Morphe 35S and 35M palette, the matte and shimmer palette. They're literally just the same palette. Only thing is that this is one is matte right here, and the other is shimmer. Now, when I first got into makeup, these were one of the palettes that I have always wanted, and like when I got it, like the payoff just wasn't there for me. Like I would put colors on my eyelids and they will completely like just disappear, completely like gone. They're not showing on my eyelids. And like I don't know if I got a bad batch, or I don't know if I heard something about it being like remastered. I know people back in the day were like, oh, this is just dry, it's not the best thing, and I swore it was going to be the best thing in the world, and it wasn't, and I was really sad. And only a couple of these works for me, and if you use your fingers, I do find that it pays off a lot more. But like I'm just really upset because I love Morphe. Like I have all my brushes I've used in this video was by Morphe, except for like one or two. But like I was just really sad that this palette didn't work out, so I'm not going to do too much of a crazy look. I'm going to try to do the different colors so you guys can kind of see it. Swatch a couple colors. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch one of these colors. Like it's not as, like, even look at that, it's just sad. It's I was expecting the color payoff to be like a lot more. Like even this one, look at this, it came out like, you guys can see, it came out like super chalky, like but anyways, let's just get into this and get you. Morphe palette just does not work for me. Maybe they've come out with better versions, but this is just not a palette that I'll be reaching for. So next we're gonna go in with mascara. I was gonna do eyeliner, but there's not really an eyeliner that I hate. There's a type of eyeliner that I do dislike, and it's like the chunky ones. Like, I've never been able to work with this. This one's the NYX. I've never been able to work with these, so I'm not even gonna try to do a wing because I know I'm gonna fail. It has to be like a fine liquid tip liner in order for me to even come out looking anywhere decent. So that's just the type of eyeliner that I hate. If you could use that, good for you. So as far as like lashes, I don't wear falsies, so I'm more a mascara person. The Smashbox full exposure, I got this as a sample to try it out because I tried their foundation. I'm like, oh, let me try their whole line. But look at this. It is just so unrealistic. Could it focus, please? Like, I need my tips to be fine. The mascara one needs to be fine and just thin in order for you to really like get the full updo of my lashes. I'm not gonna curl them or anything, just... Alright, so let me just dust out some of the fallout that I have from this stupid shadow. How do I look, ladies and gentlemen? This is the final glossy, very dewy look. Like, thank you guys so much for watching that video. How y'all liking the look? Is it a look or is it not a look? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You really gained some insight. Maybe you try these products out yourself. Maybe you hate these products. But for me, just my opinion, how I feel about these products. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know if you would like more series like this and all that good stuff. And definitely check out my blog, IamNellyJ.com. Okay, peace.